Okay. Oh shit, that's are still going. Alright, I'll wait for it to end. Alright. When was the last time I even streamed, dude? I don't remember. It's definitely been a while. Definitely been a while for me. Hold on, I'm gonna check if everything's okay on stream. Alright. Looks good, looks good. Kind of shame you can't really type on the obvious version of YouTube chat. I actually need to go to the website, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's not that bad. Alright. So today I'm probably trying. I think I need to speed run some stuff, dude. I think Stygian Onslaught. Also, that's probably the new. Yeah, that's probably the new Abyss, right? I don't really know what to do here. Activate Leyland Balsam. I don't really care about that, dude. I will at least check this in a bit, but I want to finish Skirk's quest first. There's a bunch of new stuff, definitely. Where is it? Space and time for you. Oh, this one. Okay, let me see what I need to use my resin on. I'm very tempted to get Skirk's weapon, to be honest. Like, I know I don't need it. It's not really that necessary because, like, I have 98% crit rate and 84, almost 85 crit damage, right? Like, it doesn't really get better than this, especially with the substat that I have. If I get her signature, I will be like over hitting crit rate. I mean, I could probably make some changes here and there, maybe go for more crit damage. Yeah, I mean, that would be probably be fine because I do have some. I think I have like around 20 pulls-ish, and I think the banner stays for around 2 more weeks. I think I will get another 10 or something more pulls. So I think overall, I will probably just save for a Scoffier, because I feel like that one character is probably gonna do much more than her signature weapon overall. Oh, this is gonna take 3 more hours. I'm probably gonna take this for now. Anyway, okay, I'm not muted. Alright, it's fine. Let's see. Really wish there was a second monitor, dude. It's kind of hard to see everything. I mean, it's gonna be capped in, I don't know how long, 2 hours ish. I'll probably find something to use it on, right? I do need some EXP books. I think I've been trying to where is it? Where's my Charlotte? I've been trying to level up Charlotte. I think I can get her to 80. I think she's fine at 80. I don't really know if I wanna. I mean, I can get her to like 74 now, right? I don't think I have the EXP books. I need to get a bit of barrel conch for me. She does get a bit of attack, so it's only the healing that she does. Also, I've been trying to get her on a 4-piece tenacity, which I don't currently have. I'll have some budget stuff. I think I need 1 or 2 more pieces. This one's okay here. This one could definitely be a lot better, although she doesn't really care what she has here as long as it's like attack or something. I mean, I do get like to 20%. Yeah, I do get like 20% attack, which is not bad. Because I don't want her to be like totally useless, you know. And I also need to level up her talents. Newsflash build duration 4 seconds. Oh, not 4 seconds, huh? Framing, cooldown, triggered. I think she gets a lot of healing. No, she doesn't get a lot. It's fine. Alright, first things first, I'll worry about that later. Let's get her other team out in the field. Do I need to do this, dude? Where is it? Where's the thingy? The Gilded Chapter. Does it even give me a lot of Primogems? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 120 Primogems for like 16 times that ones of yapping I have to go. Because I just wanna do Skirk's chapter for now. Wait, where do I need to go? This one? Poison Boo Pharmacy. I think that's in Leeway, right? Yeah, that's in Leeway. I feel like it's better. Yeah, if I use Furina first. Furina. I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like I kind of need. I don't know. Maybe I could use like a Yelan with her. Will that work? Yelan, Charlotte. She does get a bit of interruption resistance, no? I almost have her skills max. I think next week I will have this at 9 at least, and maybe one more at 10. I didn't really understand. Wait, someone wants to join. I'm sorry, dude. I'm kind of streaming right now. Like, if I'm only going cryo, I mean, I can take Yelan. The issue with Yelan is the energy generation that I have. And Furina Yelan is kind of fine-ish. Although I've been really thinking about using, instead of Jet Cutter, I mean, it kind of sucks if I take her off Jet Cutter. Because she does a little bit of damage, right? I can probably take one of the other ones, Favonius Sword, which is not that bad, I would say. Because if I use this weapon on Skirk, she gets like around 300 more attack. Which is like not bad, dude, all things considered. All she loses is around like what, 20 or 30% crit damage. But I kind of like this weapon with Skirk though. Because I can't really use it that well with what's the other character that I was using? Oh, this one, Chlorine. That's fine, dude, whatever. I told myself I was not going to be nitpicking about my builds and whatnot. I just want to look at the story and be done with it. Because I want to save myself for tryhard more later when Warframe update drops, hopefully.
Baiju isn't in his shop.
Oh, you're looking for Dr. Baiju. He's resting today, but he said to send any patients to the back room.
Ah, okay. Thanks. We'll head on through.
Back room, you say? Renew. Wait here. Cutscene! Cut to scene. Special guest.
Welcome. What can I do for you?
Oh, is there no...
It's the traveler.
Oh yeah, it's playing.
She's absolutely beat these days. She has these huge dark circles around her eyes, like she hasn't slept a wink. And she keeps spacing out. You have to call her name several times before she snaps out of it. What do you think it is? Is she sick?
Who knows? Oh wait, I have to use my...
Very peculiar. In all the time we've been acquainted, this is the first time you've come to me with a health complaint. Come, let me take a look at you.
Come? Come.
Paimon does not like that expression, Baiju. It's not serious, is it?
Complexion is good.
I feel like this is the boring part now.
Steady, pulse is strong. Physically, you appear to be in good condition, traveler. In theory,
I always kind of hate that Genshin has this, the lore part is always like so small, so diminished compared to like all the yapping that goes around.
A good thing, but in this case, it likely means your situation is more complicated. Physical illnesses come with detectable symptoms that can be used to diagnose, medicate, and cure the condition. But afflictions of a non-physical nature, they fall outside.
I like how that smoke is just on her head, dude.
Huh? What do you mean, non-physical nature?
Curses, dark magic, it's hard to say. It could just as easily be a simple case of mental fatigue.
Really?
Why don't you rest here for a bit? Whatever it is,
I kind of want to see how they have integrated Skirk's story into this part.
Themselves in time.
But they don't have a voice acting for Changshan. They did before, right? I feel like they did.
And I will review the relevant literature for afflictions that present with mental fatigue.
I'm always fatigued, dude. I don't really get that much exercise that often. That's why I always kind of feel a bit fatigued, but I should probably exercise a bit more.
Not even Baizhu and Changsheng have seen it before. Well, all we can do is take their advice. Just get some rest. Paimon will be right here by your
Oh yeah,
side.
this is the new Paimon VA, right?
It'll be all better when you wake up.
I feel like it feels a lot more, how do you say it? A more bearable, you know, compared to before. It used to be like screeching before. It's much more. That bed is not proportional, dude. How are you even sleeping without pillows? I mean, I don't even sleep with one, so it's fine, probably, dude. Alright, we are probably gonna get transported somewhere, right? I fucking called it, dude. I fucking knew it. Thick fog covering my field of vision. There's always a thick fog, dude. It's the calm before the storm, bro. More real than a dream, too chilling to be real. My breath freezes on my throat before I can exhale. It feels like my soul has been wrenched from my body. Trust. Brother. What am I reading here, dude? Whichever direction I look in, there's no end in sight. Worse than I think there's something in the fog following me the shadow. Of course, there's almost always there is, right? There's almost always there is. This is a dream. How long will it take? If it's not, where in the world am I? How the hell should I know? I don't know, dude. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. Oh. Let me guess. Skirk saved the day. Something just pierced through the fall, stabbed me in the back, but there's no blood. Strangely come from the wool. I see the family looking familiar. Deep inside, it feels like a part of me is missing. Now another wave of energy washing out me. So someone stole something. I mean, it's fine, dude. We're just pretending, right? Bro, the Traveler is the weakest stuff anyway. Slug saved the day, you bet, dude. It was the mysterious interference of Slug that has saved my life, dude. Bro, I have seen this exact waking up animation so many times, dude.
For once, you're making Paimon look like an early riser. It's already afternoon. Hopefully all that sleep did you some good. Feeling any better? A cut? What? Did you scratch yourself in your sleep? Alright,
Oh, it's almost always the Paimon jump scare, dude. But on the bright side, Paimon's VA got changed and the voice acting is not that bad, right?
Did you have a nightmare?
Like, I have my volume double the amount I usually have and it's not killing my ears right now. It's actually a bit pleasant.
Dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something.
Bro, it's definitely a lot better, dude.
Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Bro, imagine being the VA of a main character, being the guaranteed job, having a guaranteed job for at least 7 to 10 years. And imagine fucking that up so much that you get yourself fired, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the previous voice actor, dude. Everyone hated her by the time she got fired, dude. It was so bad.
So, in this dream, you were trapped in a weird place with thick
And I heard the last time, I've heard some of the news articles that I've read some of the articles that she's gonna be blacklisted everywhere, dude.
That's a new one.
I think it serves her right, you know.
Dream? But then again, you woke up right where you went to bed.
Anyway,
You were definitely in a deep sleep.
music to my ears, dude. Music to my ears. At least we can bear Paimon now.
Decided. Paimon will stay up and watch over you tonight. If anyone tries to mess with you, or I'll wake you up first, and then we can beat them up together.
Wait, are we in leeway? Oh yeah, you were in leeway. Still, so it's bothering me. The dream was so chilling. It almost feels like there's something watching me from the corner of the world even now. Probably a stalker. Definitely a stalker somewhere. Something stabbed me in my dream, but when I woke up, there was no wound still. If I focus on that area, I feel a vague aching, almost as if deep down in the flesh something is.
Something is missing.
Oh. Bro, if it's skirk, I'm gonna lose my mind, dude. It's not skirk, dude. We're connected, dude. We're connected among dimensions now.
The flesh remains whole, but the
Wait,
soul
she's here!
left unresolved. The mind will wither away along with it.
Not gonna lie, I expected skirk to show up during that dungeon, during the dream. But she just showed up here like, bruh. Also, she looks kinda hot. Paimon remembers. Alright, I've read that.
Right. What are you doing here?
She's here!
The last time we saw you was at the Primordial Sea in Fontaine, right?
I don't really like how they just introduced her in the middle of nowhere. Like, it should have been a place where she saved our life or something, dude.
Everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmean Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for grass? And
Because it feels a bit forced.
Tell me, what is it that you saw?
That is a ton of food on the table. Slug is... Slug is complaining about the more important stuff, dude. That is a lot of food on the table.
You. I'll take a glass of wine.
But who drinks wine at the start of the day, dude?
Coming right up. We make this one in.
Isn't she supposed to be
Enjoy.
exiled
Chef Mao, I'll take
to that dimension or what? Bro, they cannot eat that food, dude. They cannot, dude. Bro, I consider myself a big eater. Even I can't eat that much food, dude.
At the end of the day,
Like, look at that, dude. How is it gonna fit in all the stomach, dude? That stomach is like here. Like that half of that plate alone won't fit in those two stomachs, dude. Right?
If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink.
Yeah, why are you here, Skirk?
I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces of
Abyssal corrosion.
Need I say more?
Please speak.
those things sound good.
Seems to know something, and given what I've seen her strength, I bet you can tell me what happened. I'm gonna say it's the ley lines trying to get me, dude. All right.
Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance.
I think the last time we saw Skirk was in Sumeru, so that was like almost a year ago. Almost 2 years ago, dude. Like, she came in front of the whale boss, I think. Yeah, the whale boss. The whale boss, and she just ate the whale and just left, dude.
Yeah, and that thing she said about your soul being damaged is scaring, Paimon. Definitely something we should fix sooner rather than later. Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what Child's told us, she doesn't seem evil, at least.
You don't know, she might be.
1, 2, 7, 10.
Bro, Skirk can count, dude. She can count, dude.
Well, have you made up your mind?
What I saw dark space shrouded in a dense fog that wouldn't disperse. I feel like
That's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am.
as the traveler gets like more and more elements, I mean, we only have like one more major region left, right?
So, you couldn't
We are probably
disperse
gonna
the
start
fog.
getting into other dimensions, so that's why
Come find me in the Gwaley Plains when you're done.
we have been getting
Oh,
bombarded
and
by
I'll
soul
let the cash for the
weapons,
drink on the
pretty
table.
much.
Settle the bill for me, will you?
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared.
Totally not sus indeed, dude. Totally not sus at all. You and Paimon quickly finish your meal and go settle the bill.
Wait, hold on. You overpaid. Here's your change.
Oh, no. This includes the drink. so
Imagine
it should be
overpaying, dude. Nowhere in their right minds would pay that back, right?
Ordered a drink.
ready. We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember? You
Bro.
brought it out to her yourself.
Paimon ate all of that food and just saved it somewhere, dude. She probably has like a pocket dimension somewhere.
You sure? I could have sworn there were only two.
There's a
at that
YouTube
table.
channel called Beard Meets Food. That dude is a big eater, and I don't even
Put
think he
that
can eat
dish
that
chef
much food
found
on the
some kinda
table, dude.
hallucinogenic mushroom? You got
Bro,
them
look at that
synced.
piece of chicken over there. Look at that piece of chicken. It's probably bigger than Lumin said. Like, I don't know if that's a chicken or turkey, but god damn, bro. That's a big ass bird.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall? Wearing a purple dress? She ordered a glass of wine!
Oh, now you
I've
mention
heard
it.
that ostrich
Maybe
egg is actually a
so.
delicacy, but not a lot of
Looks like
people
I did open the wine
try
jar,
one because it's so big.
it must have just slipped my mind. In any case, that settles
Man,
it,
I'm
though.
gonna stick
Come
with my
again
chicken
soon.
eggs, dude. I have tried duck eggs before. Although I don't really like the taste of duck eggs. They taste really weird, dude. I think I'm just conditioned to eat like the normal chicken
What
eggs,
is going
dude.
on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us was definitely real. Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon the creeps. But anyway,
Shut up, Paimon. It's time to go. That was a lot of nothing burger, dude. That was like an unnecessary amount of yap. At least we know Skirk now. So the story should be progressing. Also, did we just... Oh, never mind. Alright, where to? Gillick Plains, right? I don't know why they brought us here. I feel like we have pretty much done everything in Leeway, Mondstadt, and in Sumer, right? I guess it's probably for the newer players because if they don't place it here, people have to finish Mondstadt, not maybe Dragonspine, maybe Leeway, and they will eventually run into Sumer, the big ass place. Then they will eventually come into this desert. And before they go to Nathland or Fontaine, they would eventually need to go to like Inazuma. And there's like a bunch of places here, like Enkanomiya is here, then the Chasm is here. Oh, there's icons now. This wasn't here before. Check map. Oh, nice. It's not bad. And then they go to Nathland, dude. Even Nathland feels a bit bigger than before. It used to be like only this part, right? Like exactly here. Then they introduced this part, Ochka Nathland. I think my Ochka Nathland is almost done. I'm gonna try to do a bit of exploration if I have time. And this place which I haven't really touched yet at all. And that's where the new Archon's quest are. Not the new one. I think that's the old one, like from last patch. Anyway, back to Yapping Simulator. Lots of yapping to hear. Oh. Why are these dogs here? What the dog doing?
what are all these rift hounds doing here? Huh. Looks like they're collecting something. Let's go check it out.
Alright, alright. How does Paimon always know, dude?
Time to shine.
I kinda wanna...
My will and body.
Oh god, the damage, dude. I kinda want like an overworld team for Skirk.
It looks yeah. What is going on here?
What is going on
The
here?
moment they are born, all beings with great power have an impact on this world. Even if their body is sundered and their soul extinguished, their influence remains. Gods are the most common example of that. The remnants of gods who fell thousands of years ago remain buried deep within the earth, carrying within them a warped will and a dark curse. Together, these remnants form what you call god remains, and it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast.
I wonder who did it, dude. I wonder.
Nothing. Just wanted to make sure you were real. She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? Strange set of priorities. It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I
It
have
almost
nothing
feels
to
like
establish
she's
a
got her.
connection with the world.
Oh,
Weak and lowly
right. Here's the more important part.
They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
So basically, she cut off her existence from the ley lines. That's why most people that are. It's kind of like the Matrix, where if you cut yourself off of the Matrix, they can't really see you, but then we're still there. Weird how that works, huh? Okay, who the fuck asked you to be here, bro? Get the fuck out. Imagine, dude. Imagine selling viewers. I like my viewers to be 0.
Now,
So I can enjoy the game and not yap way too much, dude.
Okay. Where were we? Right. The god remains. So basically, there's now less of them here than there used to be, right? Isn't that a good thing? In our experience, god remains are 100% bad news. A
True.
lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert.
With the desert?
Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the
Stella
Stella
Fortuna.
above.
Wait, you mean the stars?
42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. And Conria,
Oh yeah,
people
dude.
believed that
I've been
powerful individuals have
taking a look at a lot of
correspondence
documentaries regarding astronomy and whatnot.
Their Stella
It
Fortuna
kind
did
of
not
makes
disappear,
like an eerie
but
horror
gradually
story. Like,
evolve into a new
wait, let this
constellation.
finish. Even though the individual footfall, the stellar fortune would not disappear, gradually involved in a new concept. So here's the thing that I find like really, like, kind of like horror, you know? Because if a star disappears, and if it's especially far from Earth, like billions of light years away, by the time the light actually comes here, like for us to actually see the star disappeared, the star has actually disappeared, dude. And by the time it comes here, we are probably gonna be like so old. Man, imagine, dude.
Yet now, stars are disappearing from the skies entirely, and it's not hard to deduce what's happening to the power they contain. Something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied.
Wasn't there like a
remains of
comet
death.
which only comes around like in these 70 years? I think it's Halley's comet, right? I'm not exactly sure. It's Halley's comet. Yeah, there was a dude who saw the comet like twice. I think once they were like 10 or 12 years old, and once they were like very close to dying, bro. So it's only appearing every 72 to 80 years, dude. Holy. It was last appeared in Inner Part in 1986. That was before I was born, and the next it's appeared to in mid 2061. I think by that time I'm probably going to be like very, yeah, I'm probably going to be 40 years older. So that's 25, huh? I'm probably going to be around 70, dude. Holy, dude. Alright, let's keep
This time,
going.
It only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, there's no telling how.
Also, I want to
far
see who's stealing, dude.
No one knows.
Fucking thief, man. Taking
All
my
I know for
soul.
certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy.
Ah, it's gonna be easy,
Considering how
dude.
much
I have the
power
main
this
plot
entity
armor,
has
bro.
stolen. It must be a god-level being by now, at least. But that's not the real concern. Souls are fragile things.
Uh-huh.
Yours could easily be crushed if you go up against it.
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's true identity.
It almost kind of feels like Skirk is like a police.
So Paimon will take it.
I still wonder why she's doing what she's doing, cause we still probably don't have an idea, or else it's probably going to be explained soon.
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me.
Just feel like she knows what she's doing.
This entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction.
Transaction.
Do well to remember that.
Bro, imagine having the power to just open up rifts, dude. That's so cool. Man.
You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But
Like,
no,
fuck
she's just
teleportation,
a
dude.
better in the
I want the
primordial
power
sea.
to open up
So
rifts.
cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship.
She doesn't deserve our friendship.
Is a super embarrassing nickname.
Not again, Paimon.
Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender.
That's
Power
cringe, dude.
serves that Ice Queen right.
I think Ice Queen suits her a lot
Needs to get
better.
that piece of your soul back. So let's follow her and
Alright, let's go. Lego, 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 Lego. Man, I feel sad when I see Chiori's weapon, dude. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't exist. It does not exist, dude. Look at all the crit damage that I have, dude. Okay, so we just go here, right? I need to remember to use my resin after an hour or so. Wait, what the? Seems familiar.
Oh, this place is way bigger than Paimon expected. Where are we?
Where are
This is
we?
where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the outside.
Man, talk about time dilation, right? That's time dilation.
Right! That's Child's real name. Yeah. Paimon
Wait, when you said
was really
Ajax, I thought it was that dragon that Dendro dude had from Natlan. Yeah, Ajax, so... I wonder why she calls her Ajax though. I don't remember Sam, yeah.
A month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world? That should mean we're safe from that power-hungry soul snatcher for now, right?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us quite a bit of time. Now, we just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. The one full of fog. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. It could even be a domain similar to this one.
Probably a
Who
domain.
stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. If we want to pinpoint their location, we need to see what that space looks like without the fog.
Bro, I can't wait to have like a map for the abyss, dude. I wonder if they're gonna actually implement that anytime
Wielded
soon.
abyssal power before?
Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight.
Okay.
No.
Do you plan to learn?
What do you mean? What do you mean I can, dude? What do you mean? I wanna learn it, bro.
That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister, and that abyssal power is a
It's
wild,
probably not,
dangerous
right?
force that always spells disaster.
I think it's bad because you
Say
can't
that's
control
not
it.
True?
Depends on your perspective.
Yeah.
Floods and hurricanes take countless lives too. But if one day you gain the power to control them,
It's all about
this calamity
perspective.
is now just another tool in your arsenal.
What's bad could just be
I'll
good in
respect
the eyes
you.
of someone else.
Just means we have to turn to the second best option. A
And
little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be able to perform dream mirroring when we fall asleep.
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating.
I wonder
for you.
that's why her eyes
With
are
dream
red.
mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind. Then, I can guide you through the dream environment, and we'll take back what was
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Alright,
tough to say.
let's go.
This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this
Bro,
entity
it's gonna
is
be
hiding,
fine.
it's
Let's go.
safe. I need to give you some special training first.
Special training.
You're gonna teach her some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Child, we have to treat him like our senior?
Shut up, Paimon.
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Mm-hmm.
She moves fast.
Alright, let's go. Let's go. Stop, Paimon. Stop speaking. Stop yapping, bro.
Probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right?
Wait, did we do anything like that? I don't even remember, dude. It's been so long. Wasn't Inazuma the second region that we got? Yeah.
Maybe we really will learn something here.
I think I kind of vaguely remember because the hype for Inazuma was so high, even with the leaks. And I think it was also the time that I probably left my house. I stayed somewhere else for around like 6 months. Yeah, I think it's around Inazuma. Man, it's been so long, dude. Alright, that's the first part done. So 2 more parts. Took around 30 minutes. I could have taken like a lot less if I was a bit more faster. Okay, what was the point in coming here if she was just gonna open up another rift? Resurrection! That looks okay. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. I still want to know where we are. The map kind of shows we're still in Leeway.
Ready?
Ready, set though.
Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your... We'll start with blade work. You're no rook. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you will have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
Uh-huh.
You bet. There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching. Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka. Yeah, we've met sword masters like you in every nation we've been through. You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to...
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to bring it all together. A style or school of fighting. To use the human body as an analogy, your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. This is where your strength comes from. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. If your frame got bigger and taller, but you didn't add any muscle mass, you'd be weak and flimsy. Then you need to do some introspection. Take a good hard look at your...
Is this gonna be another
and figure
part
out
where
which
I need to
parts
just
of what
think
you
it
do.
out
Only
loud?
then will you get the full utility out
Oh
of all
man,
your
that's
thoughts and
boring, dude.
observations along
I'm
the
gonna
way.
speedrun to this part.
Is that Paimon thought you were gonna teach her some cool new...
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as basic
One
a
day,
trick as
dude.
any
One
other.
fucking day.
But right now, our sword styles
Meanwhile,
are
it's
so
been
wildly
5
different
years.
that teaching you mere techniques is
Oh,
the point.
God.
There are no shortcuts in the pursuit of power. Failure is your best teacher, and rigor is your coursework.
Rigor mortis, dude.
Time to make a start.
Alright,
Now
it's
focus. Destroy the crystal columns. as
destroy
quickly
7 crystals within 15 seconds. I mean, that's not hard, right? 7. I mean, that's pretty fucking easy, dude. Not gonna lie. Wait, do I have... Oh, I have the Pyro MC. Do I even have stuff on her? Elemental skill, yeah, I just have. I've slapped in all the unusable stuff here and there, I think. Yeah, Why do you have Dendro? Oh yeah, they still haven't added the function where you can change her element without going to the statue. Man, you can probably change it on the character screen on WoA. Someday, dude, some fucking day they will do it. But I forgot what that did. Oops.
This is making Paimon's head spin.
900 columns? The fuck you mean 900 columns, dude? It's kind of like that meme 500 cigarettes, dude. Like we went from 7 to 900. Like why? Why, dude? All right. Really? I'm in the zone. Limitless power surging through me. It's fine. There we go, 900. Just like that, dude. Just like that. Oh, nice. Shwing.
Stay calm.
If only training was that easy, dude.
Have to keep it together.
If only training was just that easy. Missed this one. Well, last round. 47. I really want to know what's the point of all this, dude. 47. You're halfway there, almost halfway there. Alright, I'm gonna try to see if this works. Like, why use my blade when I can just use my skill? Oh, perfect. Perfect. Perfection. Wait, that's a really old weapon. Why does she have that 4-star, dude? I don't even have that equipped, man. I locked a heater door in my mind. Wellspring of Stern on the other side. Mind's eye. I'm seeing images of friends I made in Davyard.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? What's their state of mind as they maneuver their weapon? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength, over and over, until...
Step on up. Dance with
Lynette! I see an eternity go by in instant autumns of many years. From a single leaf, the just slices the maple in a flash and asks the question of the ages. A lot of people were excited about the Pyro MC, but she still turned out to be like a little bit of a disappointment because you can only unleash her maximum amount of power in the domain, weekly domain.
Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an
Like, I've always questioned this part. I know this part is like really Japanese mindset. How the fuck do you even get rid of all redundant movements, right? Because as humans, we are sooner or later, like, we are always going to be making mistakes now.
Deserted moonlit night, that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid
That's such a cliche, dude.
cutter. Feathers fleeting wet.
Ayaya!
Aaron treads water.
Ayaya! Ayaya!
Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
What else? I'm in the zone. The images power surging through me, brother. Brother. Is this the precursor of getting the Cryo MC? I think the Cryo MC might be the closest to like a normal attack damage dealer, cause we might be able to use some certain skills with her or not. Still have to see. Because the Cryo sets do give a lot of damage to her. I wonder how they're gonna change the MC.
Looks like you've made some real progress.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it.
You just slept, dude.
As you should be.
Time flies when you're training hard.
You've actually been going for several days now.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you were so focused, she didn't want to interrupt
I
you.
don't really like this part of the story, dude.
Go get some
It
sleep.
feels
We'll be doing
unnecessary.
the same very soon.
Like, we get it, but
Let's hope you see
still.
that foggy place in your dream, so I can get this investigation over and done with.
I think she just wanted us to become tired, so we just go sleep or something, dude. Go to the makeshift camp and rest. Can we even climb this place? So there's going to be boundaries, right? Right? Yeah, there it is, dude. There it is. Ah, that's unlucky. That is unlucky as heck. Bye, skirk. Man, I wish was movement. Makeshift camp, dude. How did you even get wood in here? There's no plants, right? Yeah, there's no lumber plants. Ooh, the textures, not bad. I've always appreciated the textures Genshin made, like really like not that bad, I guess. Low quality, but still looks okay-ish. All right, it's Disney. It's Disneyland time. And flashbang. What is this place? I haven't pulled my into the place again. Skirk said dreamer with cooking. If I fall asleep, why am I back here? Not the same day in dark and gloomy, a chilling fog. Inside her mind while she's exploring mine. This is her inner world is pretty bleak. I can occasionally make out the sun. Oh, okay. This is actually quite cool. So she's in my position while I'm in her world. What the fuck? Strange creature. What is that? A strange looking creature. Where did it come from? I think it wants me to follow it. Might as well see where it leads. There should be a bit of a traveler monologuing here, dude. That's definitely a Scylla, right? Kandria Scylla? Dun 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 dun! Man, stop with the flashbang enough already.
Skipping classes again? We've talked about this.
Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man. I don't like going to his classes.
Excuse me. You shouldn't talk about your teacher like that. It's very disrespectful.
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more classes if she doesn't want to be there. But I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday. Why don't you tell your dad all about it?
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with its stupid big fat head. I tried to shake its fin, but it just spat water at me.
Bruh.
Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be this giant bird there that can spit fire. I bet if I climbed on its back, it could fly me all the way to the stars.
Kids, man.
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too.
I think this was
Otherwise, when are
before.
you gonna hear me call you for dinner up there in the stars?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own, Zilly. Anyway, gotta go. Bye, Mom. Bye, Dad.
I think it's her memories.
Smoke at least, you'll catch a cold. I'm talking to you, young lady. You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lives outside. Always going on about
Merchant ship.
exploring the beyond one day.
Let the kid do what makes her happy. Besides, we both know you're all bark and no bite.
Okay, dude, this flashbang's gotta stop, dude. I hate it when games do this. I'm out. The fuck? Okay, this is... What the fuck, dude? It's only visible on one side, dude. Like, look at this, dude. Okay, this is not crazy at all, bro. The weather's wonderful today. Holy dude. Okay, I'm getting intrigued how they did it. Maybe they made it like once you get past a certain angle, it becomes invisible. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think they did something similar in Sumeru, no? Bro, that's the 4th flashbang in a row, dude.
But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see?
Uh-huh.
An endless snowy plain? Or maybe buildings taller than the sky, like the people from the merchant ship said? I can't be the only one asking these questions. The universe is fascinating. If only I could meet some other people like me. We could set sail together and explore every corner of the world. I'm sick of
Skirk
being
was definitely a dreamer while she was growing up.
amazing things out there. And I'm ready to
I think
see
she's
them all.
also cursed with immortality, I
For
guess.
now, I'm starving. Better get back.
Okay. Surely the destruction of Kandria is not gonna happen, right? Surely, right? Huh? What's over there? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Something's going on. Wait, I can't jump. Okay, dude, I'm looking away, dude.
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please spare the children. Stay back.
They're coming!
They are coming indeed. So is that the village Skirk lived in? What the fuck, dude?
Scared. Ah! We'll never make it. Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders.
Oh, those guys started. But that's not enough context, at least yet.
Doing this. What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink. Showed you the best our home has to offer. Gifted you cloth dyed by our own hands. And this is how you treat us?
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one.
Surely this is not genocide, right? I wonder what actually happened
We
here.
have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable.
I don't know why they're called savages, though.
Their lives for a little longer.
It almost feels like it's probably not the Fatui, right? Because the Fatui got established a lot after Kandria got destroyed. Smells like something's burning. Aha! Nice joke. What's going on? I think it's our memories from a long time ago. Okay, dude, the fucking flashbang. Dude, the fucking flashbang.
Skirk, you're all right. Thank heavens.
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad?
This is the place. Alert all you.
Run, Skirk. Run as far. Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face. My clever girl, so curious.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Don't let darkness claim it.
Down the door. Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over.
Okay, this is kind of making me mad a bit.
Stop singing. Shh. shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way.
Okay, is this where skirked around? Ah, it just ended, man. I can't even hear that properly. Fucking Paimon, man.
You're awake.
Bro, that voice betrays that
I found a few
imagery
clues
so
while you were
much.
asleep.
Like, she has such a manly voice-ish,
Time for
like
the
very
second
coarse
stage of
voice,
training.
and
This time,
her
the
singing
focus
does
is
not suit her at
elemental
all.
energy. Come find me when you're ready to begin.
Alright. I mean, I don't really like how they made her story quiet. It feels forced. There's no cohesion between them, dude. It feels way too forced, man.
Man, staying in the abyss feels so surreal, don't you
I feel like this is not exactly the
No
abyss.
day and no night. It's like time hardly exists. If we weren't careful to keep
I feel
track,
like that's why she also hasn't aged that
how long we've
much.
even been here.
Because if 3 months...
Except for the
Wait, hold on.
fact
Let
that
me do the
Paimon's
math.
always hungry like clockwork. Even in training,
If
Paimon's gonna
3
run out.
months is 3 days, how long is 500 years? Wait, how do I calculate? Oh, this doesn't help. Okay, I need Chat GPT for this, dude. All right, I need AI. If 3 months is 3 days, how long is 500 years in that comparison? 1 month is 1 day. Converting 500 years to months, 6,000 days. 16.5 years. Okay, dude, that makes so much more sense. Dude. That makes so much more sense. Ready to
The
start.
way I see it, the pursuit of power is divided into 3 stages.
She's not even an adult yet, bro. All right, let go.
The first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning how to harness natural energy. And after that, you're free to challenge even higher dimensions.
Challenge.
Energy to that is, of course, elemental energy. But that's not my area of expertise. I draw from a different source of power. Abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the void.
Void them.
My master, Certology, is a true
Okay, so
expert
she
in
was
this area.
probably around
After
8 to
all,
9
he
years
was
old,
one of the
right?
group of
So
5
applying that
who previously
conversions is
started
probably around like
all-encompassing
close to
power
30
of the
years.
An act for which the people of Conria gave them the epithet, the 5 Sinners.
But what? My master Sartalogi is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that even stole all the income and power of the abyss, in an act for which the people of Kandria gave them the epithet the 5 Sinners. What?
The elemental energy of Tivad, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm.
Oh.
These 2 forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not much I can teach you this time. A keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. If you ever change your mind about
Bro,
delving
teach
into
me right
abyssal
now,
power,
dude.
I can
Teach me
you.
right now. I want to learn it, man.
So I've heard. You seem to have a knack for removing abyssal power.
Yeah, we're kind of
But
incompatible.
is purification really what's going on there? Like I said, power does not simply
I wonder if she
disappear.
just absorbs it.
Just thinking out loud. Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity. but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So,
Every
it's time
time
to push
you
yourself to the limit
fall.
and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace.
This is the way. This is the
Use the
way.
power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
What the fuck?
Windblade.
Win the blade though. Boing.
Windblade.
I almost forgot she spoke during her skills.
Windblade.
Alright, let's use ultimate. Be gone, thought. I missed. There we go. I mean,
Surroundings. Look
couldn't we already do that before?
success in your favor.
Alright, it went away. Oh, I didn't need to move.
Windblade.
Yeah, I managed to dodge it. Melto.
Windblade.
Alright, let's do this. Nice, got the pyro infusion. Dun, 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 dun. This is gonna be overload. Wait, did I not make it like a overloaded team without Chlorine, Chevrus? Yeah, I did. Okay,
Use
3
the power of
spikes.
Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Almost forgot how bad this was, dude.
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Pyrojet. Wait, what does she even say? Pyrojet? I need some HP. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Alright, there we go. Do 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 do. Okay, there we go. Nice. But let's not miss. I think that could have very big hitbox. Very big hitbox. There we go. Easy. Easy. Along the journey, gain different elemental abilities.
You need to understand what
GUMC at least used to be usable,
elemental energy without a
like in
vision
the
is to
early
keep
versions of
It
Abyss.
means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the rules of this world. So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own path.
I think eventually we're gonna unlock Abyssal energy, right? But this one's actually kinda not bad. That's Dendro. But we don't have the pyro here. Almost hear the voice of some wild beast battling for dominion. Huh? Bro.
It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with the elements. Long enough for you to lose yourself in your training, which is a good sign. Relentless practice with the elements has drained all your strength.
Okay, time to go sleep,
Also
dude.
what allowed you to make progress. Get some rest. When you
It's gonna be the second part. Yeah, this is gonna be the second part ending, I think. Soon as I think we're gonna look at more of Skirk's. Okay, this is Skirk's story anyway, so you'll probably get some more crumbs on her. I kinda hate the fact that Genshin kinda doesn't give us the actual detail. Like so much of the lore is obscure. I kinda hate it, dude. Like, god damn it, it's been almost 5 years, over 5 years, dude. Same place, strange creature. I wonder if that's Skirk's familiar or Sela or something, dude. Because if she cut off her connection, that this is probably Skirk on the real Davat. Skirk's inner one, where is it taking me this time? I think it's all her memories. I mean, she should have had some memories, right? Before. Oh, fucking flashbang again.
What is the secret to power?
The foul.
Longing, hatred, self-preservation.
It is fear. That's actually quite true.
It is
If you don't have any fear, you probably won't have
fear of losing those you love.
the ambition to crave for more power.
Home burn. Fear of loneliness.
That dude almost seems like an Abyss Herald. Sartalogi.
Fear is the source of evolution. It forces humanity to adapt to their environment and overcome hardship. It is in the process of prevailing over our fears that we surpassed first ourselves and then the rest of the world. That fear is now part of you. It calls on you to evolve. And it is time to answer.
That's one part. Ow, it hurts. Daddy, mommy. They're all dead, dude. They killed my they killed her parents. Alright, flashbang.
Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift this sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the cracking and splintering.
Fucking sadist, dude.
After all, bones can always be reset.
That is such a martial art. Wait, I can't. Way of thinking, right? Because you aren't learning if you aren't breaking something, dude. Everything's gone black. Okay, dude. Okay, why did they have to have so many flashbacks in like one story quest, dude?
How do you feel?
Cold. In pain.
These are signs that you are adapting to the abyss. Each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed, each time you claw back from the...
I will agree with that statement, though.
You become... I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your potential goes beyond even what I could have anticipated. But you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. Your mind is rife with...
I feel like Skirk's family or the people that Skirk lives with, they were probably like really powerful people. That's why they got exterminated. Although the real question is who exterminated them. Because it couldn't have been the Pathway because they probably didn't exist.
Get up, Skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your flesh. And mend.
Rotten part of your flesh.
Then take up...
That is so fucked up thing to say to like a 12-year-old. Film is over, I can just have an oppressing feeling off my head. So many questions about Skirk's past. Where does she come from? Where has she been through?
Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to... So, what...
Alright, we are closing it. How long has it been? Holy shit, it's been already an hour. Alright. Let go. Surely something's gonna happen this time around, right?
That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the dangers you have faced. These have taught you more than I ever could. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. You must be able to think rationally, even in unpredictable combat situations. To simulate this, I'm going to attack and you're going to block.
Oh, it's Dark Souls all over again.
Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable. Just like your brother. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened.
Holy shit, Crumbs. It's fine over Crumbs, dude. She fucking distracted, dude. Bro, she's such a fucking player.
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want. But only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, anger, fear. But a true warrior is never at their whim. Only when you are free from the influence of emotion can you make the right choice, no matter the situation. How amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me. But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not the same. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion.
I feel like that Beast has scored that skirk to a point where she has become a bit more detached with her human emotions.
Look alive.
I mean, it is bound to happen eventually, right?
This time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Okay, this is not even hard, dude. Like, there we go. Okay, am I gonna... Oh my god, dude. That was crazy. Fuck, I don't want to get hit. Holy, the damage. Do we even have time? Specific number... 8, 7, 6... Right, managed to dodge it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do I hit this? Ah! There we go, there we go. Yeah, heal up a bit. Do that. There we go. Oh shit, the damage, dude. Insane damage. He almost missed. How many more is there? Spikes destroyed, 24. Bro, calm down, jeez. Okay, at least I'm not dead yet.
Not bad.
Okay, there we go. So I need to destroy the spikes is what I had to do.
You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind. You want a unified train of thought. It all comes down to focus.
Focus, focus, focus. I think it's working. I can choose to tune out anything that is relevant to the battle. I think it's still far from having full control of my emotions. I wonder what happened to her hands.
With distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak and become master over your physical form.
Skirk went to this turning to thin sheet. How merciless does that training have to be to make someone substitute all emotion for pure reason? I mean, if I was in her position...
One look, and I can tell your mind has wandered. That's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one
If I
thing.
was in her position, I probably would have turned off all emotion as well, just to take revenge. Exhaustion is the main one. I feel like I would fall asleep on the
Get some
slot.
rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that and sleep well knowing that you've earned it.
Alright. Chest though. For one chest, this is the Fontaine chest. Exquisite. Exquisite. Our time for more crumbs. Hopefully it won't flashbang me like a billion times in a row now, dude. I'm not really impressed with the way they made the story quest. It feels like really a cheap way of doing it. I think there's going to be another flashback and maybe a cutscene soon. Inner world, I can see navigate. I don't know how to leave. I'm stuck here until I can't wake up. Take a look around.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head clean off.
She got hurt though, didn't she? I heard it was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, that's a given. But the moment she was on the mend, she got right back to practicing her sword work. I heard Master suffered a grave injury once too. Lost an arm and a leg and still came back stronger than ever.
Incredible. I wonder if I'll ever reach their level.
Bro, you have to have a backstory like Skirk's to even reach that level.
Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world?
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth? Yet you alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole universe, and get answers from the stars. I just need to wait till I'm grown up.
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past and become someone stronger.
Run, Skirk, run! Only death awaits us here.
Not gonna lie, I kinda do feel bad for Skirk. Me when I what? When I what? Okay, no flashbacks at least this time around, dude. Hi, Woobat. Have you finished Skirk's story? Bro, I've been flashbanged at least 10 times in a row, dude.
Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do, now will it?
Wait, she met Alice.
Without saying, you hail from beneath the earth instead. As the Conrian saying goes, venturing out into the universe and down into the abyss.
Okay.
That both are braving the dark unknown.
That almost sounds like Alice's Conrian, right?
Well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules. Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea.
Don't want to smile? Oh, bro, you're not allowed to leave, dude. You're allowed. You have to stay, dude. You have to stay here and watch everything. It's fine. You skip majority of them, dude. I think I'm almost at the climax. My fucking ears, dude. That was so loud. Every single stream, man. I swear to God, dude. I'm gonna remove it, dude, someday.
Her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
Her voice. Who? Okay, thank God no flashbangs. Is she playing the thing again? No. Dream is over. He crackling of fire, fragrant aroma in the air. Grilled meat though.
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! A barbecue feast just for you. Of course you are. That's why Skirk and Paimon got this all ready for you. Dig in! Before it gets... Ah, well, if you're around someone long enough, it's bound to happen. Plus, Skirk can cook. So, Paimon decided she can forgive the whole Ice Queen thing.
That's a quip at Raiden, right? Because she can cook.
Here's an idea. Let's save the chit-chat until after the meal.
Alright. Okay, this is kind of making me hungry as well. Probably gonna be fine for 2 hours though. I need to take lunch after.
So full. Okay. It's Paimon.
Alright, go to sleep, Paimon. It's time to get the big boys to the work. So far, I haven't seen any big lore drops yet. At least.
First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense
They
power.
say immense power, but I don't even see any power anywhere, dude.
Continue to learn from your journey and hone your skills against formidable opponents. Second, I've located the culprit I'm searching for. Next, you just need to retrieve the missing part of your soul.
It's time.
Business will be concluded.
It is time.
When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So I allowed him to ask me 3 of them before he left.
But isn't this the same as Capitano in Sumeru?
So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax, I'll answer 3 of your questions.
Spending some time in Skirk's inner world witnessing memory, there are so many questions I wonder, but most important one is, are you really from Teyvat?
Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that?
I didn't tell you earlier, but we were dream mirroring. I think I saw your memories. Flash! This is the first time since Skirk break her composure. I guess this literally took her by surprise.
Possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen nothing but endless darkness.
Skirk didn't share those memories with me on purpose. In fact, she tried her best to keep them from me. I think something leaked from her, right? Speaking of endless darkness, on my first day, there was all that's a skill, strange creature. Yeah, I really wonder what that was.
Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Due to some recent circumstances, my self-control has been lacking as of late. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. All I ask is that you keep it a secret.
Never!
I'm not from Teyvat.
Wait, what?
And there was a time when I journeyed through the stars. A lot like you in some ways.
What the fuck? Okay, that's news to me. So Teyvat isn't the only. Okay. So she's a traveler as well, dude. So basically, descender means people who have. No, she's not even a descender.
You're influencing the fate of this world, but me, I'm just passing through.
I mean, the story did start where we were just passing through, right? I think she's on a quest to... Yeah, right?
Several hundred years ago, my master, Sertologi, opened the border between worlds and sent me here. But this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast unknown.
Okay, that doesn't really explain anything at all.
So,
because I feel like... Yeah, I feel like her planet got exterminated or something. She's on a quest to find revenge or something. So that probably means she will kill the gods or something, because only gods are capable of doing something like that, right? Now she has cut herself off from the Lanettes and whatnot. But am I cooking? Probably not. She got trained by Sertologi. And we still don't know what Sertologi is. I probably need to Google it, but it's fine. What is your goal in coming here?
To become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible.
So Master's still alive.
I need to understand the source of his strength.
Okay.
To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. walk the path he once walked.
Uh-huh.
And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose. Okay.
It also kind of feels like her master kind of betrayed her in a way. The foul. I can hear how serious this is for her. I wonder what the certain reasons could be. Even I quickly she blazed to the answer. Doubt she wants to talk. I have only one. What should I ask?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Maybe you should take this opportunity to get child some answers. Oh, that's so nice of you, Lumi.
Your last question?
Child is looking for you, right? Are you going to let him see you?
Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skill set. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. A complete blank canvas. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, that would only hinder his growth. Once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until then, let that motivate him to reach his full potential.
That's a calm and calculated answer. I feel like she was talking about something entirely mundane. I feel like she doesn't want what happened between her and Sortalogi to happen between Child and her. Sounds like this and everything with Child and nothing to do with her. It's completely silent. The domain must be lonely after a while, not to mention hundreds of years. Yeah, so yeah.
Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories to show for it.
All the time she never even established a connection with this world. Was it really because she looks down on the weak? I feel like there's more to what Ben meets the eye here. Because I already used up my 3 questions. She was happy to give the cold hard facts, so I feel like I haven't read True Voice.
Companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you, best keep it a secret from her as well.
Bro, I can't wait for the day to Paimon to just wake up and Paimon all over the place, bro. Because if she's the missing god,
Time to go. Oh,
all devouring. 59, 650. That's a weird amount of gold. Mora, where is it here? All roads leads to the chasm, dude. Always. I think I go from here, I guess. Okay, soon this quest will be over. Holy.
Just follow me. I'll open an abyssal rift close to the culprit's location.
I don't think I will have time for a Darkon quest today. But that's gonna take another 2 or some hours. And I kind of want to stream later anyway, so I'll probably just do the dailies and fuck off. Wait, what is that? Where is it like a... Guess I'll check it out. Boing! Alright, there we go. This is near the chasm. Yep.
Yes. If we enter from here, we'll be able to reach that place from your dream. You have some experience with abyssal domains by now, but still, this is someone else's territory.
We're gonna be fine.
Don't worry. Paimon's an expert at hiding behind other people for safety. Oh, but, that means...
Alright. Remember your training. Time to put it to use.
Lego, 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 Lego. I like if the domains look like this. It looks so fucking cool. I wonder how they did the graphics for it, because you can't really see it from here, right? But then you start to look around and see it's as thin as paper, dude. I think this is cooler looking than the domains that you generally see. There's like a little bit of 3D graphics part to it. It almost feels like the place has been broken. Alright. Cool. I think this is gonna be the last part. Second part. We still haven't finished the second part. Wait, skirk? Oh, signature. I might pull for her weapon when she gets a rerun eventually. Because those stats are busted, bro. Ah, shit stats. They almost always give her like shit stats, dude. Like I have like around 150% more crit damage and even more crit rate. Although, wait, does she have constellations? Oh shit. Oh shit. Pay to win shit. I wonder why they use the Fontaine Traveler here. I'm gonna ulti with her. Holy dude. Alright, there we go. Water jet though. Anyone else? Also, I noticed these void drifts. Pretty badass. How big is this? Never.
Everyone's just gonna float behind you. Come on, you got this.
Come here, don't be shy. Brother, calm down, brother. Oh shit.
Hey,
alright, that's enough.
what are you two doing here? Dusty, like an abandoned house.
There we go.
Press on.
I mean, she can somewhat deal with the abyss mages. It's fine. Alright, where to now? Here, I guess? Yeah, here. Hello. Oh, sorry. I didn't notice your chat, dude. I'm on Asia server. Which server are you on? There we go. Okay, let's do this fighting.
Oh, looks like this is a dead end. Did we make it to his hiding place?
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, this fog is making it impossible to see anything.
This should be the place where you were attacked, traveler. The missing part of your soul should be nearby. Can you sense where it is?
Nope. If I close my eyes and focus on the light that came from my wound back then, I guess I can sense something. It is nearby, but I can't tell exactly. What can you tell, dude?
Our opponent must have covered his tracks just in case.
Uh-huh.
Otherwise, you should have sensed it much more strongly.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, look! The spikes are back!
Stay calm. Let's hold back a little. Give our enemy some wiggle room so we can see what we're dealing with.
To be honest,
Reckless. We might be playing right into his
I think
hands.
I have
Our
played through
enemy
most of the story
deployed
quests by now.
It's likely he integrated it into his
Oh, she changed her outfit.
We can track it down.
Ah, she kind of looks dope in this outfit, I think. But so far into the story of Skirk, I like her voice acting a lot more than anything else that's been implemented in the story. Because it would have been a lot nicer if we didn't really have to train. Because the training work was kind of like useless, to be honest. Oh shit. I kind of alt-tab. Also, there might be a bit of delay in me reading YouTube chat. Because I have a single monitor, bro. But should be fine. Badass.
From the start, the attacks have been focused on me. Trying to break through my defenses? I see.
Hiya! Are we gonna see who's that or what? It's probably going to be Herald, right? 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 What is that, dude?
There. I got it back.
Traveler! Skirk! What happened? It looked like Skirk just got...
Skirked?
In the Gwali Plains, you asked me why this enemy chose you as his target. Now, the answer is clear. It's not just the fact that your strength is impressive. It's also because
Purify.
of your ability to, as you put it,
Ah.
whatever that actually means. The fact is, that ability allowed him to do something that should have been completely impossible.
Which is?
Namely, break through my defenses and steal my power.
Unfortunate.
No. He couldn't have known I'd come to his domain. He only stole your soul fragment because he knew the value of its power. I doubt he expected it to come in handy so soon. Call it fate if you want. I believe that's the term they use in this world for art.
So isn't she basically useless now?
In any case, it works to our advantage. Once I realized what he was using that power for, it gave me the chance to get back what you lost.
Yeah.
I'll cope. Well, done encouraging. Good. Time to answer some questions. How did you get the power of the all-devouring narwhal?
Don't you know or what?
Narwhal? Oh, of course!
Wasn't she there?
I knew that spike thing looked familiar. It looks just like that narwhal's horn!
She was there, right?
I highly doubt you acquired that power through your own strength. Tell me I'm wrong. You're desperate enough to scour the land for god remains and whatever vestiges of power you can find. That alone proves you wouldn't be able to defeat a creature like that. Which leaves one possibility. You know my master, the Foul, Sertologi.
The Foul? Who dares call him Foul?
Logie!
What's wrong? Bit off more power than you can chew? You're struggling to hold a basic conversation.
Just a little longer. I'm still...
Look, it's back!
Spikes and yikes.
Power will let it devour them before abandoning their pursuit. Keep calm and use reason to decide the best course of action.
Bro, that's gonna be my next stream trial. That keep calm and use reason. While receiving retrieving a fragment of sun in the process of the battle was stolen, the culprit is hiding on the fog. I have a good understanding of the attack pattern of the fight just now. We pursue a chance of winning by high. Attack now, I can guarantee our points hit hard. This one, I think we should get out of here. What do you mean get out of here? We have trained for this, brother.
After a single battle. You've got your soul fragment back, so we both got what we came for. Let the enemy draw breath while he can. It won't be long. Get us out of here, traveler. You'll need to lead the way this time.
Alright, let go. I'm just gonna peep around, dude.
Is your shoulder gonna be okay?
The wound is minor. It'll heal in no time. You should focus on getting out of here alive instead.
Yeah, no. Okay, that was epic. Just run, dude. When in doubt, just run. Okay, that is kind of far. Alright, I need to save a bit of stamina when the things come out. Collapse in my best. Oh shit, dude. That's gonna break, right? Yeah. Almost got clapped by the shield, guys.
So, this guy's power has something to do with the all-devouring narwhal. Did you know that all along, Skirk?
I had my suspicions. That's why I decided to investigate in the first place. But suspicions
Cutscene? No cutscene? Oh, okay, not bad. It's fine.
We should be safe here, right?
Uh-huh.
I no longer sense his presence. Can't have followed us out of that abyssal domain. Weaklings like him will find that my power is not so easily controlled. He won't be leaving that place until he's managed to digest it.
This power even managed to steal from you of all people.
You seem surprised. I suppose that's fair. You've seen but a fraction of what that whale is capable of. That gaping maw could swallow a planet whole. It's called the all-devouring narwhal for a reason. Devouring is
I wonder...
best. It can extract power from anything, dead or alive, as long as it manages to make physical contact.
I honestly wonder if they planned on releasing Skirk's story in Fontaine, but they kinda delayed it for some reason. Because it feels like the continuation of the story after we defeated the narwhal, right? Because it doesn't really like we're on Natland right now. It makes like no sense to it. It makes literally zero sense to have like Skirk's story now. Very unfortunate, dude. Very unfortunate.
Yeah. When we had our run-in with that thing, Neverlet mentioned that it has an instinct to devour.
Your dragon friend recognized the nature of its abilities and used the power of Hydro to protect you. That worked because it was in a satiated state, so it was somewhat less aggressive than usual. It's a different story when it has no more power to feed off of. That's when its true voracious nature kicks in. It could devour everything on the planet in that state, which is why I cast it into that void space. But I hadn't counted on there being anyone left on this planet capable of wielding its power. To me, that says he must have encountered the whale a long time ago. Meaning, he must have known my master. Exactly. It told me everything I needed to know. Hence why I said we both got...
Honestly, I still don't know what's happening, dude.
That brings our transaction to an end. Now that you're
Bro, really? Bro, really? You're really gonna end it here, dude?
No way! We can't leave now! Something was stolen from you because of us! We have to help you get it back!
Exactly.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and become stronger. That's how it is.
That's how always is.
Master finds you before you're all better. Plus, how are you gonna get home? It's not like you can just go swoosh and open a door to the abyss again. Without your full strength. So, sticking with us for the time being doesn't sound so bad, does it?
Fair enough. Then take this.
Ooh, freebie.
A bag of Mora. Nothing in this world is free. I know that much. I'll leave the planning to you. Hurry up and...
This is gonna be the second part of the story. No?
But where?
Boo Boo Pharmacy. Oh, wait.
Paimon gets the feeling Skirk
So that's our other outfit, right?
Oh wait! Baizhu said we could rest in the back room of the pharmacy, didn't he?
Alright, let's go there. They really cooked the story worth 2 hours long, dude. Not even joking, dude. Also, probably should do this. I didn't really expect anyone on YouTube to chat, so I was kind of playing on full screen. But yeah, now I should be able to see both my chats at the same time. When I first bought this monitor, it was so big. I was not used to playing on a bigger monitor. Now, when I don't really play things on full screen, it feels a lot smaller. Which is weird, I know. I don't... Wait, I think I'm full on resin, right? Almost there. 20 more minutes. I think I should be able to finish the story. Alright, let's see, dude. Hopefully. I don't know if I will be able to stream Genshin tomorrow, because I'll probably be playing a lot of Warframe.
Does she have a job or something? Wait, no. After what we saw at Wamin Restaurant, that seems impossible. Can you imagine? It would go something like, I'll be collecting my paycheck now, boss. Oh, sure thing. Wait, who are you? Have we met? Huh. Can't hold a job if you make everyone forget about you. So, what did she do to get all this Mora?
Claimed some buried treasure, took care of a few monsters that were causing trouble. Nothing untoward. It's safe to use.
You heard all that?
A sonorous voice like yours is hard to miss. I wouldn't be surprised if the sound of it traveled to the nearest...
Burn!
Then, did you by chance happen to hear Paimon's little, joke earlier?
You mean when you called me Frosty the Lavender Melon?
No, sorry. Paimon totally misspoke just now. She didn't say that at all. It was, a Paimon lookalike. Yeah, she's a piece of work, that one. Always impersonating Paimon and giving people weird Okay, fine. The truth is, Paimon didn't like you all that much at the start. But things are different now. You helped the Traveler in a big way, so... What do you say? Friends?
I noticed there was only one bed. Go ahead and get some rest.
I mean, we can share. There's a lot of space there, bro.
I don't get tired, and I don't need rest. I'm going to practice my sword work.
She's a machine, dude.
But your shoulder... Hey, don't just leave! Whatever. Let her tire herself out. She'll come back eventually. Let's get some sleep, Traveler.
Okay, we are going to sleep for the umpteenth time, dude. I swear to God, if there's like more flashbacks coming, I'm gonna lose my mind, dude. Thank God for the second part of the memories of Skirk and whatnot. There wasn't like any white screens, but they really fucked up the first part, huh? Because that felt like they had like no choice whatsoever. She's in pain. What the hell is that?
Quiet.
Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies were left to rot on the scorched earth?
She's dreaming.
You alone live on.
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
Skirk, run!
Run, Skirk, run!
Keep running and don't ever look back.
I feel like she hasn't really grown mentally, even though like she does feel like a lot older now, but compared to her memories from what you have seen and basing on the fact alone that 3 months is equal to like 3 days, so 1 month is 1 day on the domain, she's like less than like 30 years old. So it does kind of make sense for her to have still unresolved emotions, which I was not expecting from her, dude. It almost feels like every character in Genshin Impact is like broken in one way or another.
Early night sleep is the best.
Man,
So comfy.
still can't fix her, dude.
Wait, Skirk? Have you been sitting out here the whole night? The bed's all yours if you want it.
About 60%. Maybe 70.
Whoa! Paimon thought it would take at least a couple of days.
No, not fast enough. That's 20% less than last time. Same training regimen, same intensity. Nothing felt different, but somehow the outcome fell short.
Jeez, I wonder why, Skirk. I wonder why. Definitely did not get impaled by a
I think the problem's
thingy,
with
right?
me. I need to meditate for the next 2 days.
For you in the meantime, then.
Thanks. See you in 2 days.
Okay. Almost feels like something's going to happen right about now. Oh, she literally meditating there. I guess that's fine. Dong 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 dong.
Skirk is still meditating, huh? It's been 2 days already. Shouldn't she be awake by now? Paimon can't think of anything we can do to help. Oh wait! Breakfast! That's it! Paimon will go get breakfast! Be right back.
I will be right back. Let me do something here. All right, there we go. Okay. Isn't that you again? I wonder what that is, dude. I think that's a figment of our imagination, right? Fucking hell, dude. Of course there is another flashbang. Of course, man. I hate it, dude. I hate the flashbangs. This game. This feels familiar, but where am I exactly? Closer inspection, the color of water is changed. The closer you get to the lower portion, darker it becomes. It's almost as if what?
That's right. This is Skirk's inner world. Think of it as the threshold between the soul and dreams. This isn't your first time here, but what you remember is probably a space covered in darkness. I only managed to illuminate a small portion for you back then. Actually, it's my first time talking to someone like this. I only managed to break free and bring you here because the injury weakened her power. I guess that's why I can speak again, too.
I think that's the inner...
Fate, if you want. I think that's the word they use in this world for lucky coincidences like this, right? Now, before I take you to her, I gotta ask. You're the first outside visitor to ever come.
Bro, I can't even see. Let me see first, dude.
This place. Oh, you noticed. This river represents Skirk's strength. Strength accumulates over time. It is the summation of a person's lived experience. So this river is where all the fragments of Skirk's life should converge into a single stream of memories and emotions, flowing forward as one. But as you can see, this river has been severed numerous times. It's because Skirk doesn't like who she was in the past, when all she sees reflected in the river is a disgraceful shadow of who she was. She cuts through water and rock with the sword of reason, severs her connection with the past, and begins anew.
That reminds me of something.
You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Crush the self that makes you weak, and become master of your physical form.
This isn't my first taste of failure or losing power. When you fall, you get back up again and
So it was sort of Loki who taught Skirk to replace all emotion with reason, and since then it's been a constant process of abandoning, refuting, and erasing her past self. Suppose that's the secret to her strength. I mean, if it's still strength, can you still doubt it though? Why does it have to be this way?
One mystery invites another question, I see. Let's follow the river upstream. There among the cliffs, among the memories etched into her heart.
I mean,
The truth of it all.
it does make sense in a way, because she was kind of powerless to do anything for her parents. So that's why she got stronger. Eventually just stopped bothering with emotions and whatnot. Oh my god, dude, not again! Holy shit, this looks cool. Looks like a coastline. I recognize the drawing on the sand. What is that, dude? It's a really nice wallpaper, dude. Isn't the picture I drew for Paimon? But really, why is it just showing up Skirk's memories? I think she saw it.
I've always thought that, even when falling leaves don't come from the same tree, they can still form bonds of kinship when they meet. Like meteors, you both made a journey through the stars. Both travelers who have landed on a planet that is not your home. Yet, when she first noticed your presence, although she hesitated for a moment, she still chose to walk away, indifferent as ever.
Uh-huh. If I think about it, it's not unsurprising at all. After what happened to One Man Restaurant, it's obvious she prefers to disappear from other people's lives. She isn't Jill's child either. I doubt she's ever made a connection in this world of own volition. What I'm seeing now is a microcosm of her entire life. Microcosm. Miniature universe.
Skirk sees herself as a trespasser in this world. She's made a conscious choice to avoid altering its path. But the reason for that decision stems from events much earlier on in her life. Let's keep going.
So it's just Skirk lore crumbs, I guess. So nothing to... I guess I have to play the Archon quest to see what happens, right? I mean, we only get to know about Little One there, so... Probably not. Because Mabuika can answer a lot of things for us already, so... Maybe we'll get a lot more...
Have what it takes to wield immense power. From this day forth, I shall teach you no more.
Oh, she got abandoned again.
Warrior through imitation alone. I have given you fangs and claws. Now, you must learn to hunt.
I will say though, she looks fucking cool.
The world beyond on my own, master.
Indeed. Make new friends.
This dude really said make new friends, dude.
Piece together a new
This fucking guy.
remnants of your past.
He's took a new feature from the shattered events of her past.
Still have contact through the abyss. But know this. One day, I will take the life you worked so hard to rebuild and reduce it to ashes. Just like the fire.
Isn't that the narwhal? So that's sorta Logi. Holy dude.
Why do you do that?
I have told you before. Fear is the catalyst for human evolution.
Oh.
You have known fear so deep it can be felt in the bones. But as living beings, we all have an instinct to detach from that which harms us. And thus pain dampens over time. And the acrid taste of fear becomes but a distant memory. Yet now, I have bestowed upon you the gift of fear eternal. It will drown you in the nightmare of your childhood. Or it shall drive you to defeat me, whatever the
That's so fucked up, dude. It's not even funny. The next figure to Skirk looks familiar. The same figure saw in a all during Narwhal.
Is what Skirk's master, the foul Sertologi, looked like at one point in time. Of course, as a higher being, physical form is a triviality to him. He could appear as a beast, a human, or even a monster that defies description. The form you see him in here, clad in abyssal armor, is the one he usually wears when traveling through the stars.
I used to think Sertologi and Skirk were monster disobedience like Skirk and Chai. I think it's a lot different. Chose to disturb himself for humanity. Sertologi told her to put Root down there while Sandem threatened to destroy whatever life she managed to create.
For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as
I think that's why she has been so hesitant to contact Child.
understand the source. To do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That is my sole focus and purpose.
I still don't understand why Sartalogi would do that. From what he said, I didn't pick up the conflict between them.
A little secret. The real Sartalogi is terrifying. The scope of his power is impossible to understand until you experience it firsthand. It is absolute. The power to crush all things.
Bro's the greatest grinder alive, dude. Alright, let go. I wanna finish this, bro. It's been 2 hours, man. How fucking long is this? If I knew it was gonna be 2 hours, I probably would have gotten some food, dude. Oh fuck, flashbang coming. Flashbang. But there we go. Oh, that's her! This must be Skirk when she was a kid. Aw, she looks so cute.
We've made it quite a ways already. This is Skirk, when she first began training under Sartalogi.
I have set your broken wrist. Tomorrow, you're to train twice as hard. No tears this time. Good. Attempting to garner sympathy through tears is a habit of the weak. A pitiful, useless ploy.
Can I ask a question, Master? Why did you save me? I keep thinking. Maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be haunted by that fire all the time. I wouldn't have to go on like this.
I saved you because I have a plan for you.
Oh, I just realized that's her master.
Since I fought a battle that demanded my full strength, and I hunger for it. Every so-called genius and prodigy I have faced has crumbled like sand underfoot. Before me, even fate bends the knee.
Bro is OP, dude.
So, I will teach you everything I know. Train you by whatever means necessary. In the hope that one day, you might surprise me.
But I don't want to draw my sword against you, Master.
What you want matters little. Among the boundless sea of stars, the cries of the weak are but...
He kind of reminds me a lot like Child.
Into the void. You of all people know that.
Yes, Master.
Flashbang.
All she knew was grueling training, emptiness.
And fatigue.
After some time, her talent bloomed, and she gained control over her emotions, like her master. How should I put it? It was not that human emotion disappeared from her heart, but that reason came to dictate all she was allowed to feel.
Almost kind of similar to Furina in a way, because she also did kind of act like a fake archon for 500 years. Sartalogi saved Skirk from a disaster when she was a child and never even tried to hide his ulterior motive. Some of that is one final mystery, what really happened with the disaster back then. Cold and cruel, but Skirk's reaction might seem like it was a truth she knew all well. I have a feeling it all comes back to what happened back then.
We're nearly there. I almost don't want to reach the end. Well, shall we?
Final stretchy. Alright, let's see what happens. Is that the last one? Feels like there's a bit more. It seems such a waste they made this place here. Oh, there's no map. Literally nothing here. I mean, it kind of does make sense in a way. It's supposed to be like a figment of imagination. Is this still a third one? Oh god, flashbang.
These are Skirk's happiest memories. What a simple and carefree time it was. Wisps of clouds dotted the sky. The sun bathed everything in golden light. And when song filled the air, Not even the shyest of flowers could resist swaying along. This is Skirk's homeland. She was so curious about everything as a child. Always skipping school to go exploring instead. There was so much to discover. The treasures at the bottom of the sea. The secrets beyond the stars. And that merchant...
I feel like they're focusing way too much on the merchant ship.
Strange clothes. Yes.
Oh, flashbang, dude.
It was a spaceship. When it arrived, the people that disembarked wore smiles on their faces and spoke of friendship. They claimed to be merchants from a neighboring planet.
So that was a big fat lie.
Established Skirk's parents, her relatives, her neighbors.
Really want to know who those guys were.
Open arms and allowed them to explore the planet.
Because if they destroyed the planet, they're still alive, right?
The visitor, no one had any idea of what was to come. Several months later, an army of unknown origin arrived without warning and carried out a ruthless campaign to destroy everything and everyone on the planet.
I wonder if the planet was...
School that day, like so many times before, so she was not caught in the immediate wave of destruction. But when she came home that day,
Wait, what's that on her back?
fire.
Is that a wing or what?
Countless people cried out to her for help.
That's not her hair, I know.
People she knew and loved, friends and relatives, the little girl who lived next door, the shop owner with the bad leg, the bad-tempered teacher she had made fun of just that morning.
All dead.
Their lives were discarded like worthless trash as the fire consumed one life after another. Skirk was helpless. All she could do was run. And so she did. She kept running until an unexpected figure crossed her path.
Sartalogi. Oh, god damn.
Hadn't been there in that moment.
Fire would have claimed her life.
Too. And there she would have remained, left to rot in the scorched earth, with no answer as to why any of this was happening.
Uh-huh.
Because she and her people were seen as a threat. As the initial merchant ship explored the planet, they discovered that it hadn't always had the condition to support life. Yet there was evidence of human activity, even during the periods of extreme heat or cold in the past. Further research revealed that, over time, the people of this planet had evolved the ability
So people are
to
survivors.
of environment or energy source. For that reason, the outsiders viewed them as a potential threat.
It almost kind of feels like humans in a way, right?
Threat could rear its head.
Like if you're not human, you're probably an enemy.
The army was called, and the so-called danger was wiped from the face of the planet. Senseless, isn't it? Deemed a threat because of a gift they didn't even know they had. Perhaps it was their own innocence and kindness that doomed them. But in the end, that was lost to the blaze as well. If those with power get to decide good and evil, then all you can trust in is the sword in your hand. And so, before death could claim her, she ran. She ran and never stopped.
Yeah, that kind of definitely makes sense why.
No one wants to relive their most...
Although I ever wonder if Skar's gonna overrun her master.
That brings us
It almost
to the
feels like Sartalog is fucking with her right
This is
now.
as far as we can go. Skirk is waiting over there. For both of us. Let's go to her. It's time to fulfill...
Alright, this should be the climax somewhere. Cutscene? Cutscene.
So all this, just so you could bring her here?
I have things to say to you. Well, to me. I want someone to witness our reconciliation. Even if it takes an argument to get there. her suppressed emotional self. The version of herself she keeps locked in the recesses of her mind, stifled by reason. All those rejected impulses, those discarded aspects of your past selves, they are a part of me now. I am who you used to be. Someone you have refused to face for too long. So, I came to face you instead.
You're wrong. I've faced you all along. And that's exactly why I keep you locked here. Your existence makes me weak. Moments of joy and longing are when we are most vulnerable. Don't forget, it was a penchant for goodness over reason that doomed our homeland in the first place. The vastness of the universe renders everything insignificant. Our feelings most of all.
Even so, learning from the mistakes of the past doesn't have to mean erasing everything. Strip yourself of your so-called weaknesses, emotions like kindness and empathy, and what makes you any different from the ruthless soldiers who slaughtered our people?
It doesn't really say anywhere if she took revenge so far or whatnot.
I allow you to exist, but with limited freedom. That is the greatest kindness I can offer. I have shouldered everything you couldn't carry. I rose above the numbness and emptiness, and it was cold, unfeeling reason that brought me this far. It made me who I am. It made me strong.
That is the problem. I want to shoulder those things together. On the grand scale of the entire universe, maybe our feelings are vanishingly small, but why should that mean they don't matter? Emotion gives warmth to the cold expanse of space. It gives meaning to the world around us. Think back to those nights of gazing at the stars, those afternoons of exploring the unknown. Think back and let them grant you peace. A brief respite from the pressure you put on yourself.
That isn't what we need.
It's exactly what we need. Aren't you curious about why recovering your strength has taken longer than normal this time?
Finally, you get to the important part. That is the only answer I came here to find.
Then look around. Look at your inner world.
I mean, I do see both parts of the argument, right?
And in doing so,
Treating emotions alone can't really make you powerful.
now, the only things driving you forward are fear and survivor's guilt. But these cannot take you far enough. And so, this river, the source of your strength, grows more polluted by the day.
And you think that means I should seek help from a weak little thing like you?
Your emotional self isn't weak. Okay, Lumin doesn't have voice acting here. Transcends time and broke free from a constraint to ways to prove it.
Thank you for saying that. I knew bringing you here.
Yeah, that also kinda makes sense.
To be honest, I'm not here to argue with you. This isn't about who's right or wrong. And in fact, I agree that in order to make it through the wake of that tragedy, we had to distance ourselves from the pain through reason over emotion. But what is right at one point in time isn't always right forever.
Okay, that's actually a lot.
You will never forget that fire.
Yeah.
I know the fact that you were the sole survivor fills you with guilt. And I know that among the voices that haunt you, mine is there too. Because deep down, you know that you didn't turn out to be the person you wanted to be. All those unfulfilled hopes are like knives to the heart. And I don't want you to hurt anymore. So even if you can't accept me, I hope at least...
I keep thinking, maybe it would be better if I had died. I wouldn't be...
I think she has all these nightmares because of the survival skill, right? I've seen some cases where people have like a very bad case of survivor skill. They take drastic measures to shut off their emotions and whatnot.
I'm sick of being a kid.
Also, I kind of hate voiceovers to having reusing every single aspect. Bro, there's like one cutscene in like 2 hours. And around like a half dozen flashbacks or something. Not even a half dozen, 2 dozen, dude.
There was a song Mom and Dad always sang when we went dancing water. Sand along your path is begging for your song and movement. Will you carry this burden with you on your journey? I am not the dancing water, and you are not the burdensome sand. But if this is your wish,
Carry you with me until the end.
I will carry you with me until the end.
Okay, good to see that's resolved.
I should be thanking you.
Cutscene? Cutscene, dude. But what is that?
Run, Skirk, run! Remember, leave no one alive!
Heed my words, Skirk. Let fear take root in your soul.
Did you survive? Why was it only you?
Skirk, did you become a positive light in this world?
Super Saiyan!
Hey, this doesn't have to be the end. Life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Oh, so that's where that line comes from. Aurora Borealis. So it's gonna connect all the islands now. But I thought that her power was taken, right? So how do you recover something when it's taken from you? That makes no sense, dude. I think they're gonna end the story right here, right? Okay, at least it's flowing now.
So, I once asked my master if survival of the strongest was the law of the universe. He said no. But in a world without order, those with no moral boundaries tend to be the ones who survive. That's why, after hearing his answer, an idea came to mind. An idea that, one day, I would create a new world order. One in which there would never be another tragedy like that.
Power was not the law of the hand.
Was not the law of the land, but that means I must defeat him. Because my master, Sertologi, is, at the core, a defier of all rules and order. Yes, and not just because of the gap in our abilities, but also because I have no reason to see him as an enemy. Although his decision to train me was not made out of kindness, he did everything a master should. He saved my life, taught me the sword and the principles of strength. And for that, I respect him. I know. And it's not something I want. But Master never goes. He's...
Oh shit, wait, what? Fuck! Wait, is my internet dead? It's not, right? Because I'm still streaming. I'm not DC'd. Okay, dude, this fucking game, man. Oh no. No. I don't wanna just look at the whole thing again. Oh, it's okay. This one's not bad. I can probably skip it a bit.
I once asked.
Yeah, I'm gonna speed run.
That's why an idea that, but
thank God it autosaved, dude. Thank fucking God.
To train me was not
Alright.
And it's not something I want. But Master never goes back on. He's no longer into that. But he sends me messages through the abyss every now and then. Most of them are simple greetings, or an ant. Every time I hear from him, my heart skips a beat. And I wonder if this is the moment where he'll finally appear before me and tear down everything I've
Like,
built
what
to
is that,
pieces.
dude?
Maybe that means I do live in eternal fear, just like he said. Yes, I respect him, but I'm also afraid of him. And for that reason, the pursuit of strength consumes every moment of my life.
This feels more like a therapy session more than anything else.
But I have to be ready. Help me?
Try to build a world we both want to see. Everyone has to be willing to fight for it. We both do our part, we can make the entire universe a kinder place. Alright, the power of friendship, dude. Nakama power. Soul and dreams. There's nothing else to do here. Should we leave? Should we though? Yeah, I'm probably just gonna leave. I need to end this song. I did not like the way they executed the skirk quest. It should have been like a bit different.
You're both okay, right?
What does it look like? Only water from the source can cleanse the rot and filth. I taught you to incorporate the experiences from your journey.
Are we not gonna fight the dude that stole our powers?
So, Paimon feels like she's missing some important context, but whatever. Paimon brought back tons of delicious snacks.
Man, I'm hungry.
Alright. It's about time we
Alright, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
I'm not going to tell you to hold back. But the good news is, we have no reason to pull our...
Let's go, let's go, let's go. So that's the second part. Bro, 2.5 hours for one story quest. Are you kidding me? All this for like 60 fucking Primo gems also here, right? I'm kind of maxed out on... I don't know if I should finish this today or if I want to finish this later. But I don't know how long it's gonna take to end this part. Probably not gonna take that long, right? 1.5 hours between every segue. Okay, condensed resin. Oh shit, I fell. Okay, let me change to my... I will miss out on like 60 resin, but it's not the end of the world. Eight and 4.
Add Astra. Thank you for
Oh fuck it, dude. I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna finish the story before I go. Because I want to know what happens, right? Start from here. Weird. They should have set up like a temporary waypoint. Temporary. Also, I should admit though, I might have spoiled myself a little bit. There's a streamer called Kettle Koro. I think I saw one of her shorts where you could revisit the domain. And when you do it, I think it shows the final domain that you could visit. I mean, I don't really know what exactly happens, but just being able to see the story as I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess that's the part I'm gonna see now. Also, I'm gonna mark this place because I don't really know if I will be able to come here again. Okay, I'm gonna place this here just in case. Because I know this will always be here, right? Ah, looks the same as ever. Looks the same as ever. This does not look the same as ever. But that's sort of logi.
Wait, isn't that the form the all-devouring narwhal changed into?
I kind of expected this in a way.
That too. Really? So, you're telling Paimon that giant whale and this guy can both turn into the fowl?
It's a subconscious instinct. Any intelligent being who longs for his level of strength is bound to mimic his appearance. It's a natural response after encountering someone as powerful as Master. To them, he represents ultimate power. We know the person before us has encountered Master, and we know he stole a portion of my power.
Okay.
So this is not going to be a weekly boss, I guess.
Intimidating it gets. Nervalette isn't here this time, so it's up to us. He won't have the nerve to steal a
Alright, let go, 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 let's fight. Oh! Blood Serpent's Broken Edge. Enhanced charge attack. What the fuck? Oh! There were... Oh shit. He does take damage. It's gonna shoot any second now. Slow as fuck. Fast as fuck, boy! It's very windy today, dude. I wonder why. Okay, this is gonna be where... Oh shit. You need to break this fast. Man, she's not suited to breaking this. I think Lumin is far better. Alright, there. Sup, buddy? You wanna... Okay, he missed. Should be able to kill him here. Cutscene! Cutscene?
Haven't had enough of my power. Well then, let's see how much more of this power you can handle.
She's gonna overload her. I mean him. Damn. That was sick. Alright, sure it's gonna end soon, right? What the fuck is this, dude?
Well, have you come to your senses?
You saw that my body was at its limit. So, you deliberately channeled your power into me, knowing that it would destroy
Show your
my
face, little guy.
Such power, such keen battle instincts. So you must be.
Skirk, Sertologi's disciple.
How long has it been? How long has he been away from Tevat?
Hundreds of years.
Hundreds? Sorry. It's a lot to take in. I should introduce myself. I am Svefnungar, a friend of your master.
Friend? He has no friends, dude. It's a fucking virgin.
This is the first time I've heard your name, Skirk. But hundreds of years ago, I knew you existed. And I knew you would come here.
Hundreds of years ago?
Sounds like you and Master have quite the history. Care to tell us about it?
Of course. Might as well take advantage of a clear head while I can. The story
Wait, he's a Kandrian, right? Those fucking eyes, man.
I was born into
Yeah, he's a Kandrian.
in Conria. As the eldest son, I was set to inherit our title. But I contracted an incurable illness as a child. I trained the sword harder than anyone else, defeated all of my peers. But it was all in vain. When other people looked at me, all I saw in their eyes was pity or a strange glee in my misfortune.
Alright, no one fucking cares.
Hardened. We were similar in age, but different in background. He was born in prison, the son of criminals who had been sentenced to death. He spent his childhood wandering the streets, facing more criticism than the literary works in the Universitas Magistrorum. Yet, he always wore a smile on his face, as if kindness and malice were one.
I wonder why this random ass Kandrians start popping up from here and there, dude.
I still remember what he said to me when we first met. You need to fight to survive. Even if it's a losing battle, it should light up.
No one cares, bro.
Something he would say.
He was the first to acknowledge that
But I wanna know why this happened to him.
And he inspired me to keep. When I was 10, he stole forbidden research materials and managed to cure my illness. It was like there was nothing in this world he couldn't accomplish. When it came to the
So that almost feels like he's Kandrian, right?
But somewhere along the way, I fell behind. My talents were nothing compared to his. And at some point, I realized he had pulled so far ahead. I was too... After his grand endeavor...
Flashbang.
He sought me out and said to me,
"This planet no longer holds anything of interest to me.
Bro just became immortal and just left.
I have an offer. I can use a power I have just refined to break the curse of immortality for you.
I can...
Death was once what we worked so hard to prevent. But the immortality you now face is a different kind of pain altogether."
I'll pass. Immortality doesn't sound so bad to me. Since I can't die, it means I have an infinite amount of time to get stronger. Maybe I'll finally catch up to you one day.
Are you sure? I cannot say when I will return. Your body, or rather, your soul, might not be able to withstand this curse.
All I can do is try.
Wise indeed. Nevertheless, if you grow weary of the pain of immortality,
Seek out my disciple.
experience a good sparring match.
Why is he almost always in that pose, dude? Like, let the sword down for a second.
Disciple? Never thought I'd hear.
Nor I. But Vedifenir said I was destined to find a disciple out there in the universe and bring her to Tibet. You know as well as I, Vedifenir's prophecies are...
Yeah, there's another guy I do not know.
Well, now I'm curious about who this...
All Vedifenir said was that one day, the stars shall bow in her honor.
That sounds kinda sick.
Pretty impressive.
Of course. Only the most outstanding people would have the right to become my disciple.
Bro, what is with these people and these cloaks, dude? And also, where's that wind blowing from, dude? Is it just farting or what?
I'll be leaving them. Oh, and if you are serious about getting stronger...
Little gift in the primordial sea.
In the primordial sea.
Oh, that was the whale.
As I said before, walk whatever path you want. Freedom means even the wicked get to make their own choices.
Waiting for me in the primordial sea was the all-devouring narwhal, already beaten into submission by Sotology. In its weakened state, I was able to cut off part of its flesh and sew it into my own heart.
Your heart? That sounds like torture. How did you even survive that?
Because, of course, I bear the curse of immortality.
So, you used the curse to turn yourself into a vessel for power. Even with that whale's ability, devouring power like that is not something the human body can withstand. With your body and soul constantly at the breaking point, it was the curse of immortality that sustained you.
Uh-huh.
But that is not the path to strength. You have to pour your heart into it, work for it.
You're right. I should have known better, but I had already pushed myself to my limits. And he was still my... I miss your master.
Bro is just down bad for Sora Logi, right? Like that's the only conclusion I can make at this point.
I don't regret the choice.
After the beating we just get.
Sertologi's disciple.
Sartalogi.
That's a lot to live up to. It can't have... I know what he's like. He rules with an iron fist, using despair and fear to force you to...
Bro, they've been grazing Sartalogi so much.
Never knowing how much higher we have to climb.
True. But I made up my mind long ago. No matter how dark it gets, I will not. Besides, after hearing your story, I suspect what Master really wants is not a battle that demands his full strength, but rather a defeat without regrets.
Oh?
Since you're his friend, you must have some things in common. The first time we came here, when you stabbed me through the fog and stole my power, I felt no emotion coming from that spike. But when you had to devote all your strength fighting me just now, I could feel joy and passion. It was the joy of a researcher discovering the truth of the world. The joy of an artist uncovering a
Interesting. I'm certain I didn't express those emotions outright. Yet you were able to read them from my blade. You're right.
My blade!
Me an unbridled sense of joy. And my...
Exactly. I think Master also craves a battle like that. One where his opponent forces him to use all his strength, unlock the extent of his potential, and transcend his own limits. A battle to end all battles. After which, all can come to an end. Including, perhaps, for that very reason, good and evil are meaningless to him. He has one purpose.
Yep.
One goal.
Definitely a fucking battle junkie.
It's one of...
Perhaps you're right. What a battle that...
Alright, it's time for you to die, little bro.
Too many different kinds of power are surging through my body. The curse of immortality. I won't be able to hold on. Sertologi once offered to free me from this curse.
I can, but not through death. It's not a suitable punishment for your crime. As an alternative, I can take your consciousness.
She's so fucking based, dude.
The impurities will dissipate. And under the curse of immortality, your mind and body will regenerate, but it will be a time-consuming and painful process.
I accept. If we are climbers in the dark,
Pierce the Dawn.
it appears the
Okay, this is a really fucking cool domain, I gotta say.
At least.
I will reach the top of this mountain, and you, Skofnunger, will be my witness. At the end of...
Okay, that's gotta be the end of the story, right?
Let's get out of here.
All that for 10 Primogems, dude. Alright, we leave. Alright, hopefully it's gonna be the end. 3 fucking hours almost. I think the Archon score is going to be similar, at least 3 or 4 hours, depending on how broken up it is.
Once again, we've proved
I'm just gonna speedrun through this part. It's, if there's anything I've learned...
Skofnunger stole has been returned.
Great! Huh. It's crazy that...
I suppose it's because the false stars, it's not real. And yet, It is even the most beautiful of bubbles has to
I still wonder why David has false stars too.
marches ever forward. Though we gaze upon a false sky, its vastness and
This is all going ever since we met. She has filled Paimon's day. If it's too big a job for one person, we've met so many.
I suppose when it comes to you, well, I should be going. Now that my power is no longer isolated from my emotions, I suppose fate will just regardless.
It's almost always the fate answer, dude.
Without war for this. We must
Like, the answer is almost always fate. It's not even yes. Bye, Skirk. Well, that was fun. Dude, I thought the quest alone was gonna take me like around an hour 30 minutes-ish. We're at 2 hours 42 minutes. And that's me with skipping a little bit around like 10 minutes of yapping, bro, here and there. Alright, normally I almost always fail to do this quest, so this time I just get like what, 60 Primo Gems-ish? Although those... wait, what is that? Wait, what? The fuck? Oh, they gave us the instrument. I'll probably never use it, dude. I think they also gave us wait, where is it? I think it went away. Wasn't it here somewhere? Oh, there it is. Sleepless. Not bad. Alright, let's yeah, we need to claim this, dude. Like, I have done my dailies, right? I mean, just condensed the resin, so... What's training review? What is that? Dream Mirror Remnant. Oh, the pictures. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Hotel Plum Branch. I think that was from... the Last Lantern, right? I guess. Also, where's the thingy? It's not here. Whatever. I am hungry as fuck, boys. Alright, let me claim this. Alright. I am done for now. If Orphan update drops today, I will check it out, and if I have the energy for it, I will do a short stream. Alright.